G'day, welcome to the West Gippsland Arts Centre. I'm Robson. This is where you come into the building, and most people will enter the building through this foyer, but we thought today we'd take you on a bit of a backstage tour, so come right this way. So this building was built in 1982. It's a fantastic example of a really good proscenium arch theatre. Over here we have the fly rail, fully fitted out with all of the counterweight systems that we need that bring our bars in and out, our lighting bars, our curtain bars and so on. Each one of these lines operates a counterweight system. This counterbalances the weight that's held on the bar across the stage, and the flymen unbrake it and operate it up and down. At the back we have around about 200 seats, retractable seats that can come out, so we can perform in both directions on the stage, close the main curtain and perform to an audience seated here. Makes a very intimate, small black box theatre, which is very nice. The walls of our theatre, the walls of our backstage area, are covered with chalk graffiti. There are little remembrances of all of the shows that have come through here over the many years. There's a lot of famous names up there. If you walk around, you'll find names like Reg Livermore and the Russian Cossacks. Also over on this side, we've got the local theatre groups record the shows they've done. We can see there Guys and Dolls, Les Mis, Carmen was the most recent. There's quite a lot of older ones there as well. So we load onto the stage through the main loading bay this way. Where the truck backs up, the roller door goes up, the equipment comes in. We can load both sides of the stage. This one's a truck level, comes off. The other side we can load on from street level. So in here we've got the scenic dock, workshop, storage, natural light up here because it's got a big skylight up above. Store our spare lighting equipment. This is getting ready now to go out there and be set up for the dance schools. Above here we've also got a bit of a mezzanine for additional storage. Stage control corner over here, the stage manager's desk, and from this point the stage manager can control the show as he stands in or she stands in the wings. The actors, the performers come in from the dressing room, so we'll head that way. Two main dressing rooms at this level, smaller dressing rooms. Most of the touring shows will have enough dressing rooms at this level to manage the cast size. Each of the dressing rooms has its own ensuite. Beautiful ensuite facilities. Shower, toilet, that sort of thing. Our costume room and laundry. So a big travelling show might come in, unload all of their costumes, hang them on the racks. Any costumes that need laundering, any shirts, etc. The laundry machine, all the equipment's there. They can steam clean their costumes. So this is the orchestra pit. Can take around about 24, 26 instruments. The conductor will stand there. From that point, the conductor can see onto the stage above us as well as down and conduct the orchestra at the same time. Acoustically, with the lid off, obviously the orchestra sound can be heard straight into the audience. Most of the time though, we find now orchestras leave the lid on and use microphones and so on to mix the orchestra and feed it out as support for the performance. This is the safety net, which normally is stretched tight over the whole thing. So if the pit lid is off, the safety net is an important thing, not just to catch performers who fall off the stage, that rarely happens, it never happens, but to catch props and so on that fall off. Somebody drops a pewter tankard or something, that can be quite dangerous for a violinist sitting down here. The orchestra pit is reputed to be haunted. A little legend, but a lot of people are very uncomfortable about being here alone after dark, and the orchestra pit seems to be the place where they see and hear things. The legend is that a former employee fell into the pit one night working alone, was injured, and didn't quite die on sight, but there's enough of a story there that I think people want to carry the legend of the ghost of the West Gippsland Arts Centre on with. So down again into the main dressing room area. This area is a waiting area for the downstairs area, so it's a big green room space. So this is dressing room 4. This can accommodate a much larger group of people, of course, and supplements the ones upstairs. Out into the foyer space for the fountain room area. And then these are the kitchens down here. This is our hard-working kitchen staff. Very flexible rooms, removable partition walls in between, so we can take them out and use the space as one big room. Debritz Cafe, ramp to the building. We'll head one more spot, and that's upstairs to the control room. The rear of the theatre. And of course at the back of the theatre where the techs work. And into the den. Lighting operation. Let's see the stage from here. Sound operation there. Open windows so they can hear what's happening and run the show. So this is the tech's view. They look down over the top of the audience, see everything that's happening. So back down to the main foyer. This wonderful carving was installed in the building when it was opened. It tells the history of Warragul and its district right up to the opening of the centre in 1982 at the top left-hand corner. So you start reading from the bottom and you go back and forth along each of the rows, and it takes us through some key moments in the district's history. Beautiful piece carved by Eva Schubert. Okay, so back to the restaurant and the cafe. There we have it, West Gippsland Arts Centre, overlooking beautiful Civic Park. Come and see us sometime.